Hey guys, welcome back to Rolling with the Spectrum. On this edition, we are going to talk about the link between measles, mumps and rubella vaccination and autism, because there is none, and the paper written by Andrew Wakefield back in 1998 in the Lancet medical journal. I do have a bunch of show notes which I pre-written, and after reading them back, stuff just didn't make sense to me, so I'm going to try and remember what I studied last night and wrote down today or this morning, and just try and relay them the best I can to you without stuffing them up. So hopefully I get it right the first time, and hopefully the magic of editing, I can produce something half respectable for YouTube and keep my subscribers, who thankfully, guys, is on the rise. So appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Like I say in every video, please tell your friends, your family, co-workers, unco-workers, you name it, tell everybody. Hit the like, subscribe button, and please help me raise awareness for autism and make this world a more inclusive place for people with autism. So without any further ado, let's crack on. So Andrew Wakefield and a few of his buddies decided to write a hypothesis and edit it in the Lancet medical journal back in 1998. He discovered what he thought, him and his mates discovered the link between the measles, mumps and rubella, so the MMR vaccination, and a link with autism. Reason behind this was there was 12 kids. Obviously he must have had inflammation in their the digestive tract after having the vaccination. So there were a few concerned parents. 8 out of these 12 children at the time had some behavioral concerns from their parents, who raised it with Dr. Wakefield, run a number of tests, and wrote a paper saying there was a link between the vaccination and autism. So it wasn't a valid test as such, but it was published as gospel at the time, which caused widespread controversy throughout the world, having a number of I think in the UK and US, it was 90% of people being vaccinated for the MMR vaccination, dropped from 90% to 80%. Yes, it was a 10% drop, probably not much overall, but it was still a lot of people for a vaccination that is proven effective by the World Health Organization. And that, like I'm not here to say yes, vaccinate your kids or don't. That's personal preference. I am not here to judge and preach whether someone should or shouldn't be vaccinated or not. So each their own on that. But moving forward, so over time there were general concerns raised, both ethical and conflicts of interest were raised about the reliability of the actual paper. So in 2004, the Lancet obviously had to write a statement about the claims that the papers were simply untrue. So, and that there were causal connections between MMR and autism. However, the decisive turning point came in 2010 after the finding that key aspects of their work were not reliable at all. So the Lancet then fully retracted the whole article in 2010. So the same year, in the UK Medical Council then concluded that Dr. Wakefield had committed a serious professional misconduct, and he was struck off the medical register. So that was good to see that they were over that and got him off. So in 2011, the British Medical Journal published a series of pieces, including an additional editorial that stated that the paper's claims were simply the result of poor science, but amounted to fraudulent work, an allegation that further shaped public understanding of the episode. So yeah, he was a bit of work, I guess. So wasn't the most reliable person to carry out the work. Someone that you don't want to put your trust in if you want the right results for your children, I guess, and adults for that matter too. So not a very nice guy by the sounds of it, a very uneducated guy, I guess. I'm trying to do my best. I'm uneducated and I'm trying to get the right stuff out for you guys to hopefully comprehend and listen to, and like I said from the start, raise awareness for autism and get good outcomes, not shitty outcomes for families and friends and whatever. Oh, sorry, back again. So the crucial point came where the controversy grew in the media. The scientific question still remained, does MMR cause autism? So not only did it remain unanswered, well, back then, so remember this is late 90s, early 2000s, the large, high quality epidemiology study reported tests the hypothesis and found no evidence, I repeat, no evidence that the MMR vaccination increased the risk of autism. For example, a major Danish nationwide cohort study published in 2019 followed more than 650,000 children and concluded that MMR vaccination did not increase autism. It did not trigger autism in susceptible children and was not assessed with clustering of autism diagnosis after the vaccination. Also, earlier in the UK, studies examined autism trends and MMR uptake and also found no causal association in 2004. The US National Academies of Immunizations safety review concluded that overall epidemiology evidence favoured rejection of a causal relationship between MMR and autism. So if you are a vaxxer, then you are safe to do so without the risk of harming your child with autism. If you are an anti-vaxxer, then that's up to you. No judgment passed here. But even in present day, the global health bodies continue to reaffirm this conclusion. I'm pretty sure during the global pandemic this situation arose again. However, our daughter wasn't diagnosed back then, as she was tiny then, so I didn't even know what autism was back then, so just remember hearing stuff about vaccinations in the paper. And I can tell you, it's not Tylenol either, guys. Okay. In December 2005, in December of this year, reported on the World Health Organization Vaccine and Safety Committee. A review again stated that there was no link between vaccines and autism based on the weight of evidence. Okay, so we're pretty safe in our society in this day and age to vaccinate our kids without the risk of a neurotypical kid contracting autism. If you want to know more about how children do get autism, the DSM-5 is the go-to guide on how people are diagnosed with autism. I am reading a good book at the moment. I can probably leave a link in the description if you want me to, or try and DM me or put a comment in. I will try, and if I remember when I edit to chuck it in, I will. If I don't, that's my bad. Being on the spectrum myself, I normally forget things as well. But yeah, so like I was saying, if you do vax your kids, then you're pretty safe. If you don't vax, like I said, not here to judge or preach. Just remember, if you do decide to vaccinate your kids in the future, they will be safe. And saying that, my kids are up to date with their vaccinations. We vaccinate our kids. One thing, I had to be vaccinated for my job for COVID. Still not keen on that myself, personally. The kids aren't vaccinated on COVID, and I've had it more times than them. So, you know, I'm just going to leave that one away, leave everyone make their own decision on that one, because, yeah, each to their own. I'm not, no judgment pass here. But anyway, guys, just remember the Wakefield controversy isn't just a historical footnote, it's a reminder, responsibility that comes with publishing medical research and the importance of strong scientific methods that need to be communicated, uncertainty and honesty, and especially when public health is on the line. So remember, guys, peace, love and autism. Have a good night. Love yous.